What's up guys, Judo Sloth here, and today we're looking at the HGHB attack strategy for Town Hall 8. Your army composition will vary somewhat depending on the base, but you want to focus on the main aspects of the strategy. First up, giants. I normally take 10 to 12 of them. Healers are a given at approximately 4. Take all bowlers in your clan castle and maximise on hogs so long as you have enough wizards to create a funnel and wall breakers if you decide to puncture the initial wall. In general, you want to rage for the initial part of the attack and heal spells for the Hog Riders on the back end, although sometimes I take all heals. You then want to take 2 poison spells to help take out the enemy clan castle troops. When scouting this base, I am going to attack from the west, and I'm scouting the radius of defences to see which ones will be occupied from the giants and where to place my wizards in order to create the funnel. As my troops move forward and start occupying some of the other defences, I will surgically deploy Hog Riders on the back end to take them defences out quicker and prevent the amount of hogs getting affected by traps. Moving into the attack itself, step 1 is to deploy all of your giants and your healers quickly behind them. Step 2 is then to create your funnel. This will control where your bowlers and king go to, and you want them to head straight in towards the middle of the base. Since the giants will punch their way through a wall, it is not essential to bring wall breakers, but if you do, you can deploy them after you've started to create your funnel and before you bring the bowlers in. Step 3, which we've already begun, is to bring your bowlers and Barbarian King in to start taking out this section of the base. For step 4, I would recommend double poisoning the clan castle troops to get them down as soon as possible and raging your bowlers in an attempt to take down some of the core defences. Step 5 is the Hog Riders, but do not rush at this stage. You will have to be patient and deploy them strategically in order to get the 3 stars. The aim is to wait until the defences are starting to be distracted by the giants and then surgically bringing the Hog Riders in so you can sneak them in towards each defence. Because the Hog Riders are faster, they will move ahead of the giants. You then want to try and deploy new hogs as the previously deployed hogs are moving towards the new defence. This therefore uses the Hog Riders to tank for themselves. Stating the obvious, but you want to use the heal spells to maximise the healing of the hogs. The way you do this is to wait until the Hog Riders have taken out the outside rim of defences, and as they move and converge in the middle of the base, you will be able to use your heal spells on multiple Hog Riders and therefore maximise the use of the spell. Just try not to overlap your heal spells. You want to cover as much ground as possible, but also scout for possible giant bomb locations. You could pre-heal this spot in order to help the Hog Riders through. I'll show you another example here, but that is it for the HGHB attack strategy. It is a super powerful attack, and even if things don't go your way, if it doesn't go exactly as planned, it is that powerful you can still get the 3 stars. Here's an example that didn't go to plan, but since I altered it during the attack and kept the core principles of the strategy in place, it still worked out. Now again, when scouting, I'm trying to work out where is best to create my funnel, and there's a lot of buildings on the side here that are exposed because there's only a cannon protecting them, so I'm going to use minions in order to create a little bit of a funnel on the side and still have my wizards. You want to try and enter the base away from air defences. You don't want your healers getting sniped off straight away. Because there are only 3 air defences at Town Hall 8, this shouldn't be too bad of an issue, but you may want to go straight for an air defence if it's particularly exposed. Now right when I started my attack, I could see things weren't going to go my way. That hidden Tesla popped up and took out my minion. In this instance, I deployed a single giant to tank for the wall breakers and made sure to do this as quick as possible so that he could be matched back up with the healers. Now everything's going great at this point, just as planned. However, I did expect the giants to go after the archer tower within that compartment. Maybe I deployed my next wall breaker too slow, but I thought if I damaged that wall it would encourage them to go for the archer tower. Unfortunately, they all turn around because my wizards on the outside haven't taken out this cannon yet. This is obviously not what I wanted to happen, but something that could very easily happen to yourself. You don't quite get the funnel created correctly, your giants or your bowlers etc. walk around the side of the base. Try not to panic and think about the different stages within the attack. You can start to sneak in Hog Riders to snipe off some of the defences as the troops move through. I've double poisoned the clan castle and raged my bowlers forward, however I did use a heal spell early in order to encompass the Hog Riders that I'd already deployed and the giants and bowlers, so just trying to think about where you can alter your spell placement in order to get the most out of it. Now because we brought the Hog Riders in early, you'll see that it also breaks the ring of defences and forces the giants in towards the centre of the base, where you wanted them in the first place. And just make sure you're constantly monitoring the attack. I did have to use a heal spell early because some of the Hog Riders were affected by the initial giant bomb within the core, even though they were on the other side of the wall, just saying, but they were approaching a wizard tower which would have done splash damage and taken them all out. Now I'm not saying this is the most elegant example of the HGHB attack strategy, but it does show how it can still pull off a 3-star against a pretty much maxed Town Hall 8 base, even when things go wrong. Because you have so many tank style troops moving through the base, as long as you use the Hog Riders effectively, it really does work well together. So I hope you've enjoyed this guide on the HGHB attack strategy. Let me know down in the comments if you've used this at Town Hall 8, and if you do, please share any successes with me, and I'll also answer any questions you might have. Make sure to subscribe for more Clash of Clans, and until next time, peace out guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.